welcome back. And now you might be thinking, Pyro, this looks like the same marlin spot. Yeah, your fishing and sailing XP look a little higher, but you're still here. What's going on, huh? And let me tell you, it's not going great. It's not going great at all. Let me break it down for you a little bit. Well, first and foremost, you could just, my inventory will speak for itself right here. We are now at 376,000 marlin scales, man. I'm not doing good. I think I was like 90 something K last month. So yeah, I have been doing winter tote. Well, I mean, I have been, but God, I've been doing trawling for the entire month to absolutely no avail. And if you see these little angler's paints here, they don't even track on the collection log properly. I have had 6 angler's paints and no swift marlin. I'll show the collection log to show that I'm not bluffing. Yeah, I've got no reason to lie. The collection log, even though they're tradable paints, they still don't track more than 1, which is just awkward. Go here, here, and bogey. Literally just shows 1. So stupid. But I've had 6 1 in 18,000 drops, and I can't get a single swift marlin, which is 1 in 6,000. And your crewmates can even roll the swift marlin. Your crewmates can't even roll the boat paint, but they can roll the swift marlin, and I still haven't gotten it. So I'm just, I said it last month, you know, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Maybe I jinxed it, I don't know. But I'm currently 6.5 times rate for this stupid marlin. And I'm a little too hard committed at this point. I'm not leaving until I get it. I'm getting this drop. So with that, I'm gonna take you over to my browser, which it really just messes up every single time. So you know what I've done, but the grand total for our numbers, we've gotten 7.8 million fishing and 8.2 million sailing. And then 3.7 million farming is just the farm runs. Completely unsure what that ranged XP is from. It just hasn't fallen off yet, I guess. It's just been trolling. Literally nothing else has happened. It's the most non-month of all time. I knew it was gonna happen at some point. I just didn't think it'd be this soon. I'll show Pyro as well. You know, 4.6k winter tote. Pretty good month. Nothing else really of note status-wise. Man. Like, I've honestly already said everything I need to. I could just say end of episode right here. You know, see you next month. I don't know. Is there even anything that happened over this last month that's worth talking about? Easiest way is just pop onto the RuneScape website, go to the news archive. Does anything happen this month? I mean, the summer sweep up, but I already talked about that last month. Bloodbean Rises came out today. Haven't done that quest for obvious reasons of I'm fishing. They've proposed rewards for the Fractured Archive, which if you're that far out of the loop, what are you doing? But it's the 4th raid that's going to be coming out, projected to come out by the end of this year. interesting rewards, to say the least. They've also put Worms Craig. I mentioned that last month. They've come out with reward polls for it. Yeah, that's something. I'll show that. My browser back. You know, it's relevant enough. A very obvious, you know. I've said that they were gonna do this with sailing. You know, before I even knew that you'd be able to teleport to your boat. It's like, yeah, every relevant island is just gonna have a teleport anyways. So what's gonna be the point of like sailing your boat from place to place when every point of interest is just gonna have a teleport? But whatever. Special amulet that teleports you to the new island. Holds up to 1,000 charges. Then the boss fight, they scrapped the original person's concept of having basically a Swiss Army knife of a weapon, you know, that has multiple attack speeds depending on the style you choose. You know, Jagex chose not to roll with that, and I get it. Instead, what we have though is the Hollowfell, a two-handed weapon that has similar properties to the Scythe. And remember, this is meant to be a mid-game boss, so I'm not really sure how I feel about this reward, coming from something meant to be mid-game. So 75 attack, and it's got 117 slash, which is fine, and 110 melee strength. Yeah, and just pretty normal, slower, and it's 6-tick weapon speed. So pretty normal, slow weapon speed stats. But its special property is that it's an AoE, except it won't hit the same target multiple times like the Scythe. So it'll only hit, you know, enemies within this tile radius. And it'll hit up to 3 of them. The second and third will be 50% max hit. And the idea is they want it to be, if you're constantly upkeeping retargets, they want it to do more damage than the Scythe. So kind of like how you have the Venator bow to do AFK range slayer and just kind of hit multiple targets. This weapon is intended to do something similar to that. Right, like even you can just like Din's Bulwark spec, aggro a bunch of things, and then just auto retaliate with the with his new sword. Like, it's kind of interesting, I suppose. I just don't know how you. I'm just certainly not going to be using it much as an ultimate. Maybe I would. Maybe for 200 mil Slayer, it's goated. I don't know. I just struggle to think of other places where it would be overly useful. I mean, in that case, maybe it's fine. The boss will also drop an upgrade to the amulet that teleports you to the island, allowing you to teleport near the boss. So, you know, just kind of like the DT2 bosses, giving you the ring teleports. It'll also drop granite dust, but apparently not enough to be competitive with grotesque guardians. And then the big thing here, the sun golems, because I'm still hoping that they I'm hoping it's not as bad as I think it's gonna be. Because I'm thinking about this strictly from a UIM standpoint, which is, you know, I don't have a bank. I can't get hunter furs in mass. So their rewards that they want are a wieldable glass blowing pipe, which is the most non-reward I've ever seen. Oh, you get to save 1 inventory slot while you're glass blowing. I mean, I guess the biggest thing is they want to add a left-click blow option on molten glass, which I guess makes it a little more chill. It's 1 less click per inventory while having 1 more resource. But then secondly, they want to add a Sunstone Resonator as a reward. And I'm not sure where these rewards are meant to come from, if it's going to be like something akin to Veil Totems, or if you just randomly... I think it's more likely you're just going to randomly get them when you finish a golem. But this Resonator is yet another teleport. Where do they say? I guess they say it. But this is another teleport that'll bring you to the Sunstone Mine. And that does change a little bit for how I thought about this. It depends on where you craft the golems, because I've seen the example image they had of what the island was going to look like. If you make the golems in the town, you know, the amulet already takes you there. The amulet can also take you to the sunstone mine. And if I also have the the hunter cape to take me to the hunters guild so I can get moonlight antelope fur, maybe it won't be that bad. But then the problem for me, especially because they decided to link it to hunter, it sucks for me because it always comes back to it. But my corals, dude. I already have to hunt a bunch of rainbow crabs. Although I guess since we're gonna have reduced coral yield, it means I'll have to do less hunter as well. So maybe it all evens out. And in that case, we're just, we're chill. Also, small amounts of stardust. They say it's not meant, they don't expect it to contribute significantly to the crafting XP, the activity. Whatever that means. It's probably gonna be like 3 or 4k XP an hour worth of gems is what they mean. If even. The goats, I kind of don't really care. I guess it's a way that, certain sailing locked accounts would be able to do the content and train crafting, cough, cough. The main thing they're interested in is the pet, though, because people have a lot of different opinions on it. Personally, because yeah, hunter already has, we have herbivore, we have the chin pet. There's another one, isn't there? I'm probably missing one. Let me check. It wouldn't be under skilling pets, right? Yeah, herbivore is not listed as a skilling pet. Oh, whatever. They're just, they don't want to bloat herblore with a bunch of different pets, because I think herblore is the only skill that has multiple pets specifically. Other ones are linked to bosses or mini games. Not just gaining XP in a skill. So there's 3 options. It can either be its own individual pet, transmog for another pet, or no pet. Which, I mean, nobody's gonna pick no pet. Let's be real. I feel like at the end of the day, it's probably just gonna win out as being its own individual pet. Goat horns, goat fur, no one cares. I'm just hoping that it actually winds up being better XP for crafting than glass blowing, because something that's been the meta since the creation of Iron Man should not continue to be meta. Let's come off it. Like, I was so excited for cotton and hemp, with the launch of sailing, because cotton could be pretty competitive. Like, there's a loom and a spinning wheel in Prif next to the POH portal. So, I mean, I thought maybe farming cotton would be good, but then there was just no seeds. Blood moon's here. I mean, I don't think there was anything in this blog. They just show the requirements, where to start it. And then just kind of re-going over all the stuff that they added. But of course, without spoiling everything. They're just showing a bunch of resources. And I'll get to it eventually. I just got a couple things to take care of, Honestly, I think, I think this is a fine way to frame the series. Just kind of talk about what I've been doing and then, sift through the news page a little bit. Talk about anything relevant. Managed to make it 14, almost 15 minutes now, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna be here. I've gotten way more sailing XP than I ever thought I was going to by going for these clogs. Like, I honestly don't even think I don't think I can say I'm not a clogger anymore. Like, I've spent 200 hours this month chasing one item, and it's not even that rare. But, you know, whatever. You know, I'm just gonna keep doing what I can. Oh, and, you know, I'll show Pyro. You know, don't want to have him not be here at all. Say hi, Pyro. Hello. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I'll catch you all next month, man. And I swear, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have this with me. There's no way I go like 12 times rate. It's not happening. I'm gonna have to contact Jagex at that point. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. Bye.